Hello, Saints. I'm in the book of Romans, chapter 5. Last time we talked a little bit about the testimony of Jesus, and here we're going to see its effects on mankind. Romans chapter 5 is the result of justification, receiving Christ, accepting Him. It begins in verse 1, having been justified, past tense. We've received salvation. Having been justified, we have peace. And so he goes to expound upon that. He does it in primarily two parts. He's talking about the objective gospel. The gospel God did by dying on the cross without asking you and me if it was okay. He did it. And if we have faith in what Christ did on the cross, we reach out with the hand of faith and lay hold of it. That's the subjective salvation. That's when we actually possess it. And so here he's talking, beginning in verse 12, about the problem of sin. And he says, beginning in verse 12, therefore, just as through one man sin entered into the world, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned. For until the law, sin was in the world, but sin is not imputed when there is no law. But nevertheless, death reigned from Adam until Moses. That's the giving of the law. And even over those who had not sinned in the likeness of the offense of Adam, who is a type of him who was to come. He was a type of Christ. But the free gift is not like the transgression. For if by the transgression of the one the many died, much more did the grace of God and the gift by the grace of the one man, Jesus Christ, abound to the many. Here the many and the all are used interchangeably. Verse 16 continues, the gift is not like that which came through the one who sinned. For on the one hand, the judgment arose from one transgression, resulting in condemnation. But on the other hand, the free gift arose from many transgressions, resulting in justification. For if by the transgression of the one death reigned through the one, much more those who receive the abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness will reign in life through the one, Jesus Christ. So then, this is the coup de grace. So then, as through one transgression, there resulted condemnation to all men, that's all humans. Even so, through the act of righteousness, there resulted justification of life to all men. Christ's death on the cross brought justification for everybody. That doesn't mean you're saved. That's the objective cross. But you are not outside the circle. If you will accept what Christ did on the cross, you can enter into his relationship and be saved. You are not outside. You cannot say, oh, if God only knew half the things I did. Believe me, he knows all the things you did, and probably better than you because you forgot a few. The cross was for all people. And if you will look, you will live. Look to Jesus and live. Blessings.